Hi, I'm Paul Jensen, and today I'm going to make a dish that I call Venison Marsala. And for that I'm using a meat that is cut from the hind leg of the animal. This is what is called the eye round, and I will slice it in about half an inch of thickness. And I have the meat in my freezer. I take it out of the freezer the night before I'm going to use it. I keep it in the refrigerator overnight, and then to get it completely defrosted, I put it on an aluminum plate. It will transfer the heat or the cold from the meat into the plate, and it gradually lets the meat assume room temperature. And that's very important. You don't want to defrost venison in your microwave. That's an absolute no-no. So I'm going to hammer it out so that the meat gets tenderized. And I do that by placing these individual medallions that comes out of this eye round in a plastic bag. And the reason for being the plastic bag is you just don't get juices all over you when you are hammering the meat out. It makes it nice and simple. I put it on a plate here where I have some flour, and we'll just dip the meat in the flour before it goes on the skillet. I have 2 teaspoons of butter in my skillet. We'll just cover the individual medallions here with the flour. I have 2 cloves of garlic, and I put that in the skillet. And you can hear the sound of the garlic being sauteed. And we're now ready for the meat. And as I said before, it's on medium-high, and I'm only going to have the meat on the skillet for about 2 minutes on each side. Again, it's just to kind of put a little layer on the outside, and so that we can keep the juices inside the meat, because that's what really gives the great taste of venison. I also watch, if I forget to look at the time, I'll watch the meat, and if I see any of the juices starts coming out on the top side of the meat, I know it's time to turn it over. Yeah, it looks great the way it's coming out. And I'll put the meat back on the plate with the flour. If it picks up a little bit of the flour, that won't hurt anybody. So there's no reason to have another clean plate for doing this. And so what I will do now is I will have a pound of mushroom. I've already pre-sliced it. And we'll just simmer that and get that to reduce and become nice and soft. And when that's all done, I will put the meat back on on top of the mushroom, and then I'll pour in the masala. At this time, we'll just put the meat back in, and when I have gotten that in there, I'm all ready with the masala. The meat just goes on top of the mushroom. I have 1 cup of masala here, and I'll just pour that in and take another half cup. Here we go. And I guess I put the heat up a little bit so we can get the masala up to temperature. And when I get the masala up to temperature and we have a nice simmer going, I will put a lid on and put the timer on for 20 minutes. As you can see, it's looking quite delicious, and we're now ready to serve. I generally will also serve it with rice, and as you can see, there's a nice amount of gravy along with the venison marsala. It's ready to be tasted, and I'm sure that you would enjoy it just as well as I will.